Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Casey, and today I am bringing you something a little bit different. I kind of wanted to show you guys this clip that I got the other day. I was playing some capture the flag with some of my friends, and I got the bright idea that I would crawl the flag from their side of the base to ours on the map hotel, and it actually worked. I don't know, I thought, I'm going to do this like solid snake, yeah, 360s and everything, and yeah, I did it. I actually made it all the way across. I had never seen anybody do it, and I'll be honest, it felt pretty good. I told everyone that it felt better than, getting your first nuke. Like, for you guys who don't know, I guess it's not, it's more played up than anything, but people who get their first nuke are like, it feels really good, like your heart's beating pretty fast, and it's like an accomplishment. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. I'm getting frustrated here, and it's so bad. But no, it was really cool. It felt really good to do it, and it took me long enough. But I felt like a good old solid snake, and that's kind of, what kind of brought up what I wanted to talk about today. And this is the only part that I didn't go down. I kind of hopped up and went down like this, whatever. What kind of brought this topic up that I wanted to talk about today is Solid Snake himself. It has to do with, being a one-man army, being that lone soldier who gets the job done. And, we've all had that kind of time in our life where we have just done everything. And, some of us, I am, I'm to the point sometimes where it's just like, I'm the only one doing anything, or I feel like I have to do everything myself. But, some people like that. I like it. I like when I can just do things and I don't have to worry about getting in anyone else's way or they get in my way. And it's not anything on their end. I mean, that's just how I am. I like to just do things by myself. And, as you can see, I am playing the same freaking map again. This is actually domination. I apologize for you guys who don't like me using this. I'm for you. But, I just prestiged, as you can, I don't know if you can actually see, like what the level I am. I don't remember, but I just ranked up, and I don't like the FAMAS. I think it sucks, in my opinion. I mean, it's whatever. You might like it. I don't know. They say they patched it, but I still get killed in like 2 or 3 hits anyway, so what difference does it make? And I'm talking about the game for some reason. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I apologize. I'm using this some for you. And my team was just jacking around, really. They weren't trying to win. I mean, they were like, oh, in case you got our backs, right? I'm like, yeah, don't worry, I'll do it, and so they go and climb an elevator. I mean, it was funny, like, listening to them. They seemed like they were having a really good time. And my idea of a good time is different than theirs. I don't want to be a buzzkill or anything. I don't want to tell them that what they're doing is bad or wrong, or can you guys help me out? If I need help, I'll ask. But I was fine with it. I apologize that I'm sitting in a corner. I don't know why. That's so dumb. I'm so sorry. Today is something else. Today was kind of frustrating this morning. I couldn't connect to Bongo, and I found out basically my internet is not going to be getting good or better at all. It's just getting worse. So there you go. There's that. But yeah, on to the subject. Being a one-man army, of course, there's going to be a lot, dependent on you. You're expected to do well and perform in a particular way. I know there were particular projects in school that maybe I could have helped out more with, but I'm pretty sure there's got to be some like time that you guys have had in your life, or maybe a certain situation where you felt like, man, why am I the only one doing anything? Is there just, are you guys either too lazy, or do you guys just not care? So I don't know. It's one of those little things, and it just kind of bugs you just a little bit. But in this game at all, I mean, it didn't bug me. I enjoy it. It kind of feels good though. I mean, let's be honest here. When you do something by yourself and you do it successfully and you do it well, you gotta understand that feels so good. It's like it's a very nice accomplishment, I think. I mean, there's no other way to explain it in my words. It feels really good. I mean, yeah, sometimes it stinks that maybe you don't get any help, but you know what? When you do things well and you do them well by yourself, I think you can kind of appreciate it more. That doesn't mean that anyone else is going to appreciate it. Actually, I think people appreciate it less because they didn't have their say in it or their part in it. And that's kind of weird because I've had, a brother my whole life who, when he got something, he's like, man, I got to take this apart and put it back together to figure out how it works, or I just want to see it. And he's always took things and just, in my eyes, it seems like he just broke them to see if he could put it back together or something. But he never really. There was sometimes he could put things back together, but most of the time, Yeah, he failed. And I was kind of the opposite. I like to keep my things nice. I don't like to take things apart to make something else work because then I have two broken things sometimes, and that just I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. And like I said, I think if you don't actually have something to do with it, like if you didn't build it, if you didn't make it, or something like that, I think you don't really appreciate it, like say you're supposed to, or something like that. Like he's also had that with vehicles as well. A lot of people like let him drive vehicles and stuff, and he didn't really take care of them. Didn't really care if they were clean or not. Now, I do know that sometimes we take care of other people's things if they're going to be getting them back, or whatever, because you don't want them to think, wow, is he really, that messy or whatever? Or did he really just do that to my vehicle? And we don't want them to like see whatever. I don't know. We like to hide ourselves sometimes. I don't. Anyways, I'm getting off topic, but we don't. We didn't really appreciate. We don't appreciate some things sometimes when we don't take part in it. But we also don't reap the rewards if we don't we don't take our part in the situation or matter at hand. Then most of the times you don't get any part in it. People are going to look at you and go, look, you didn't help us, you didn't help out, we don't care, we don't like it, and we don't like the fact that when we needed our help you weren't there, and now you want something to do with it. I can't stand that, man. I know there's so many times where people are like, oh, they practically think that they have their name on it because they were a part of something previously, and that's kind of weird because I had this certain situation. I wasn't even going to talk about this, but I had this certain situation, kind of like this when we were going to start up a new channel a long time ago, and even here recently, I kept getting messages about oh yeah, so I'm gonna be helping out with that channel, huh? And I'm like, no, you're not. Why? What makes you think of that? Oh well, because I was a part of something else with you guys. No, first of all, you weren't really a part of anything with us. And then like, just because you were a part of something with something else, or so you think you were, doesn't give you an automatic right. Um, and I understand that maybe, well, if he helped out with other things, we could talk to him about it and get him or her, whoever, I'm not really picking on anyone. I'm just kind of using examples, but, people often think that they are, what do you want to say? They're automatically given something. They are granted something. And I don't know. It's kind of annoying. They're automatically granted friendship or they're, just particular items. Who cares? But yeah, this game itself it was actually pretty fun, Like I said, doing things by myself is pretty much how I am as a person. I'm always home alone by myself, or I was until here recently. I've always been, I don't know, in my family, I was usually, I was always quiet because I had to be. My mom worked nights, and during the daytimes, I was at school. But when I came home, I had to be quiet, only got to see her for 30 minutes until she went to work. And then, I was up all night or, for whatever. When I was in school, I didn't sleep very much because school was boring. It was easy. I didn't have to do too much, and it was, it was whatever. So when, she would come home, I would see her for maybe like 10 minutes, and then I'd go to school. And so really I had the house all by myself. And for you guys who don't know, I live way out in the middle of nowhere, and it's usually just me. This house, me, and the internet. And that's just how I lived my life, for the past 8-10 years, somewhere around that. It's just how I've been, and I don't mind it. I like it. I like the peace and quiet. If I wanted to not have peace and quiet, I would go and we would have lived somewhere else. But that's the whole idea. And kind of living with people who aren't used to that, it's actually very hard because they're used to a place where it's loud. People are always communicating with each other, talking and filling in their spaces. People automatically step in on what you're doing. You can't just do something by yourself. And in my opinion, that's aggravating. When I choose that I want to do something by myself, I do it for a reason, not just so you can, butt in and try and put your 2 cents in there. And sometimes I think that's a bad thing because I'm like, here I am, I'm doing this, I've been doing it a certain way for a long time, and, you come in here and you try to change it. I'm all for change, but you ain't gonna force anything on me. So I guess that's a little bit of my stubbornness on there, on that part. But yeah, I know, like I said, today's commentary and video is a little bit different, but I hope you guys enjoy. I I should be getting some news back on some information with the week to come. And if I put anything up on my page, it might be like someone else's video. I don't know. Anyways, like I said, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys also have a good day, and I will see you guys later. Peace, guys.